Katelyn has been waiting her whole life to turn 12, and she's got a list to prove it. Whenever Rory asks her parents for something, they always say, "When you're 12, when you're 12, when you're 12. Well, in exactly 4 hours and 53 minutes, it will finally happen. Rory's life will officially begin. This is a story about wanting to grow up, even though the whole universe seems to be telling you to wait. Finally, by Wendy Mass. In exactly 4 hours and 53 minutes, the clock on my wall will strike midnight, and I will finally be 12 years old. I'm a big wisher. I'll wish on anything. But over the past year, every wish has been spent wishing I was 12 already, a date I've waited for my whole life. I bet my parents are hoping I'll forget some of the things that they've promised me over the years, but I've been writing them all down so not a single one slips through the cracks. Getting a phone is at the top of my list. In exchange for the privilege of getting a cell phone, I have to pay for my own replacement insurance. My parents don't trust me not to lose the phone, which frankly is a little insulting. I haven't lost anything in at least 3 weeks. Hopefully this means I'll get to pick my own phone. I know exactly what I want. Hot pink flip-style QWERTY keyboard, touchscreen, internet-capable 12-megapixel camera video, unlimited pictures and texting. Oh, and you can talk on it too. I'm so delirious with anticipation of the near future that it takes me a few minutes to notice the pamphlet on my pillow. That's strange. A photograph of a cell phone adorns the cover. It's finally happening. Wait. Is that... Why is there... The photograph shows what looks like a normal cell phone, but there are only 2 buttons on it. Just 2. How is that even possible? Welcome to your child's first phone, the only 2 buttons he or she will ever need. Give your child the security of knowing he or she can always reach you or emergency services. Simply program your home or office number into the button number 1 and 911 into the other. But wait, there's more. Our built-in GPS tracker will always alert you if your child leaves a designated area. You'll know where he or she is at every moment. Now that's peace of mind worth paying for. 2 buttons, no texting, no megapixels, no MP3, just mom and the police. Oh, and GPS tracking my every move. My parents must really, really hate me. I go off in search of Dad and find him at the dining room table. Is this for real, Dad? Isn't it great? Don't you love it? It has a built-in GPS tracker. There are so many ways to respond to that question, so I pause and choose my words carefully. It only has 2 buttons. Dad, I'm begging you, I need a phone with more than 2 buttons. He leaves the room and returns a minute later with brochures he picked up for about 20 different phones. Go over the material and choose the one you think makes the most sense for your needs. Then explain to us why. If we agree, you can get the phone. By the time I finish comparing and contrasting the pros and cons of each of the 20 different phones, I've noted down to 3 phones that are most likely to agree to, even though they're so far from my original vision. When I arrive in the family room, I find Mom on the couch and Dad in his easy chair, both with arms crossed. Don't mind your bag, no sulking, keep eye contact at all times, stand tall, sound responsible and confident. Even though these are the most boring, lame cell phones in history, they're better than the one with 2 buttons. What you see here are my top 3 choices. I'll have prepaid plans so I can't run up a huge bill, and I will allow you to control the usage of my phone. You can set the limit for talking and texting, and on the last one you can even control what numbers I can accept phone calls from. I hear my mom say, "Huh, really? I like that last option." Maybe I worried for nothing. But then Mom turns to Dad and says, "But do you really think she needs one at all? Isn't it just asking for trouble? Generations have survived fine without phones. Why wouldn't you?" But Mom, don't worry. Yes, but those generations didn't have to worry about gangs and drugs and all the violence inspired by video games and television shows. Gangs in Willow Falls? Are there drugs at your school, honey? Because if that's the case, maybe we need to move. No, Mom, don't worry. Forget the gangs and drugs. I didn't mean it. In my most calm and professional voice, I explain that studies have proven having a cell phone is an excellent idea. What if I am stranded somewhere, or the school bus breaks down, or... Dad holds up his hand. Okay, honey, you've made your point. As long as you agree to use part of the allowance to insure the phone against its inevitable loss, you can have that third one on the list. I'll take you this afternoon. My heart soars. I'm not even insulted Dad's implying I'll lose the phone. I just have to prove I can hold on to it. At the store, the clerk backs away in make-believe horror when my dad tells him the name and model of the phone we're looking for. I can feel my cheeks beginning to burn. I am so embarrassed. 23 minutes later, the clerk hands me my phone. My own phone. As we walk back through the mall, I keep putting it in different pockets to find which one's the most comfortable. Then I try the pockets of my backpack, which I carry everywhere. Dad stops as we near the exit and goes to the bathroom. I promised my friend she'd be my first call, so I reach into my back pocket for the phone. Then my other back pocket. Then my front pockets. I empty my backpack onto the bench, no phone. I search the bag from the store. Empty box, phone charger, manual, receipt. I take everything out one at a time. Then I start to panic. What you doing? Dad asks. You didn't happen to, might as well get this over with. I can't find my phone. Dad's eyes widen. And then he bursts out laughing, so big that shoppers are turning to stare. He sits down on the bench and his shoulders are shaking with laughter. Now a small crowd is formed. Okay, Dad, you've had your fun. Now can we please go look for my phone? It has to be here somewhere. We walk back exactly the way we came, scanning the ground, nearby benches, and inside fake potted plants. When we arrive back at the store, the clerk greets us. Hi again, did you forget something? Dad pushes me forward, unable to meet her eye as I whisper, I seem to have lost my phone, cringing with every word. I look at Dad. I can tell by the way his face is contorted that he's trying to stifle another outburst. I'm sure it's taking all of his self-control not to say, I told you to be glad to use all your allowance from the last 6 months to buy the replacement insurance. By the time we get to the car, my phone rings. I reach in my back pocket, fumble with the phone, open it, and say hello. Yes, hello. I need 3 large pizzas, 1 plain with thin crust, 1 extra cheese, and 1 with meatballs. I'm sorry, you have the wrong number. This isn't Johnny's Pizzeria. No, sorry. I'm still looking at the phone when it rings again. Hello? I have a coupon for a free liter of Coke, but it expired last month. Will you still honor it? I'm sorry, you have the wrong number. Is this Johnny's Pizzeria? Nope, sorry. A tear is glinting in the corner of Dad's eye from trying to hold in laughter. The next day at school in geometry class, my phone rings. Loud. So loud. I am horrified. I haven't figured out yet how to send calls to voicemail, so it just keeps going. I'm sorry, but Mrs. Foley's hands are on her hips. Well, aren't you going to answer it? It might be important. I know she really doesn't think that. I fumble with the phone, open it, and say hello. No, this isn't Johnny's Pizzeria. You have the wrong number. Well, that pretty much brings down the house. In the hall between classes, kids keep coming up to me and asking me for pizza. Why did I want a cell phone again? I don't plan to wish for anything for a while. There's more to life than increasing its speed.